More than 130,000 U.S. veterans are owed a big tax refund after a computer glitch within the Department of Defense caused disability severance payments to be subject to income tax. Let's walk you through this. That 25-year glitch lasted from 1991 to 2016. Kathy Kristof is the editor of SideHustle.com and reported this story for CBS News Moneywatch. She joins me now from Los Angeles. Kathy, how did this error come to light?
It came to light because there's a nonprofit group that advocates for veterans. They found it and realized that a lot of veterans were going to be past the statute of limitations, where they would not be able to claim a refund for this often really huge amount of money that the veteran was owed. And so they were about to sue, and instead approached members of Congress and said, hey, can you sponsor legislation so that we'll get rid of the statute of limitations on this particular error? And they did. And that passed in 2000, or was signed into law for 2017. And it's taken this long for the Department of Defense to figure out exactly who's owed how much.
And then they're going to what? Send letters or call these people up? I can imagine not being too trustworthy of a call middle of the afternoon. Hi, I'm from the IRS. We'd like to give you money.
Well, actually, the letter is going to come from the Department of Defense.
Those letters are going to get tossed out. My gosh, how are you going to... people are not going to trust this. We're in an era of robocalls and scams and all the rest.
Yeah, well, let's hope that we can get the word out, because these are thousands of dollars that veterans are owed, and they've been owed this money for a really long time. In fact, a lot of the letters are going out to the survivors of veterans who have now died. So it's legitimate. I know it sounds weird when somebody comes up to you and says you're owed all this money, but these are letters that are going to come from the Department of Defense. They should have detail about why you were overcharged and how much you were overcharged, or how much tax, or excuse me, how much income you were taxed on that you should not have been taxed on. But then you are actually going to have to go and file a claim with the IRS.
If there are any veterans watching this, how could they do a little research and find out if they are among those owed a refund?
Well, we did a story for Moneywatch, and so they can take a look at the story. We've got all sorts of detail in where you can apply for the refunds, who it affects. But really, it was if you were combat injured during the relative or relevant time period, there's a fairly good chance that you would qualify. If you got a severance payment from the Department of Defense, the Department of Defense they had a programming glitch where they did not differentiate between your regular pay that's taxable and your disability severance, which is not taxable. And so that's the amount of money that's at issue here. And that's the amount of money that you paid tax on, and that you can get a refund for the tax that you paid.
All right, Kathy Kristof with important news about thousands of dollars coming to certain people if they're paying attention. Kathy, thank you very much.